Welcome back to Court 2 here in São Paulo, Brazil for the WWR Rugby World Championship. This match pits Japan against Denmark. We're getting ready to do national anthems right here. All right, getting ready to play here. The handshake at court, center court. Luis Pena and I, Dave Mengen, are here to talk you through this game. We are on day 3 of competition at World Championship.
Yeah, good morning. It's the 3rd game for Denmark. They had an exciting day. At least they played exciting matches yesterday, because they lost closely to Great Britain and France in 2 close matches. They're still looking for their first victory. And Japan, they played just once yesterday as they beat Germany 62-44. They are here together since 2022 when Japan beat Denmark for the bronze medal game in another close match.
Yes. Always fun to look forward to that kind of matchup. Now, Japan is another tough opponent. Denmark is a very good team, but going 0-2 up to this point and facing Japan now feels like they might struggle. But who knows? Matchups, timing. There are a lot of factors that could impact what happens.
They have played at highest level on the last decade at least. So yeah, we see what they can do this morning.
game ball delivered by one of the athletes here at the Paralympic Training Center.
Yes, we have sports programs for kids, and people come from rehab centers, and they do more than 10 sports here daily, so they are here involved to this tournament. It's good to them.
So here we go with the tip. Ike tall, but somehow it went the way of Kruger, but Ikazaki able to score it. So the possession arrow will go toward Denmark. Oh, my roster has finally loaded the internet. Skobo Sophie, number 6. Inbounds the ball. Jorgensen gets it up to Fredrickson. Jorgensen, number 3. Fredrickson, number 10. And as I said earlier, Kruger, Jesper Kruger, number 8, starting for Denmark. Ikazaki hit by Kruger. Gets away from him. Hitoshi Ogawa, number 23 there for Japan. In with Ike and Ikazaki. Fredrickson brings it back around. Skobo gets to her corner. Jorgensen through the middle. Is that Peters? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's Mark
really
Peters.
look alike.
Of course it's Mark Peters. You know what? The headband threw me off.
Yeah. But we can see both teams played their big high-lows, so we're going to see a lot of speed on this game.
Elbow me next time, so I stopped doing it. That's funny. Jorgensen also has a slimmer stature now than Peters. I'm very far away. So tie game, 3-3. Japan to inbound. Hidefumi Wakayama, number 1. I'm glad they don't have a number 7 because those numbers are hard to tell. Do you ever feel like that the bars that are in front of us kind of make it hard to focus?
Yes. Yeah.
It's really bad. Ike, number 21. I'm not complaining. It's a crazy visual thing. So Ikezaki, number 7. There was a time where they both said Ike on the back of their jerseys, and it was very confusing.
It's a try, number 7, Daisuke Ikezaki.
Kruger, quick in to Fredrickson. I thought it was odd that they were starting Jorgensen over Peters, but Fredrickson knew he had to get a dribble in, so he pulled back on the push. He tried to dribble. Ike was going to make him pay for it. Skobo sets a pick, makes Ike choose between himself and Peters. Always choose the pass. Force him to pass.
Yeah, all those 4 low pointers who have you have an important job today, trying to free those high pointers to let them use their speed.
Or to be available down court if they're not in the play. Right, a lot of times you see the high pointer get double teamed and the low pointer doesn't know what to do.
Yes.
Don't go into the pile. Go away. Help the other guy or go deep and be a pass option.
Yes, sure. It's really important they're able to do that on both sides.
I'm always telling the inbounder to just go up the sideline. Go outside, go up the sideline opposite from where the ball's going. And either you'll draw some defense away or you'll be wide open and it's going to come to you. Oh, Peters hit the pile. I'm surprised they didn't call that equipment. Maybe just Ikezaki called it too late, so he wasn't part of the play. (5-4) Denmark leads. Japan scored the first one, right?
Yes.
So the lead and the possession arrow. Not a bad place to be. Ike, another one of those very tall players who sits really high.
Next try, number 7, Daisuke Ikezaki from Japan.
Kruger looking for Fredrickson. Fredrickson double teamed, still gets the ball. Now we've got Peters. Peters head down, just turning, trying to get it done, but runs out of time. 12 seconds expires. Only 10 went off the shot clock. That's another case where the refs count. We had a referee in the U.S. we used to call 7-second Sally because she would count that 10 seconds in 7 every time.
Yeah, then I always sync with the
Her name
shot
wasn't
clock.
Sally, but just 7 seconds. Anyway. Hashimoto.
It's a try.
Out there banging for Japan. Practice my one Portuguese phrase. Bom dia. Come on, Fredrickson's got a little bit of time left. 7 seconds, 8 seconds. Ike's hanging on to it, swats it out. And they gave him the try. Ike is now going to have to inbound. He was trapped. Gets it into Hashimoto. Now it's a race. Fredrickson able to keep him from getting to that cone. Hashimoto. What a fight there. Dog fight with the defense. But Japan able to capitalize. Hashimoto squirted through, and with the height of Ike, he just kind of dropped it down on him. It hit Scobo before it hit the ground, so it's off her no matter who touched it last.
Substitution team Denmark. Substituição para o time da Dinamarca.
Japan up 7-6. With the ball and a new shot clock. Ike Okay, he tries to get in the middle, can't. Now he's inside, and the pass comes to him. 8-6 our score. Japan leads Denmark. Fredrickson in trouble. Passes it to Hashimoto.
Difficult part when you drop back in the key. When you do your offense, usually you don't have enough space to inbound the ball. So you need to be really careful with your transition.
Ike sneaks through the middle again. Hashimoto gets to the corner, throwing it over, and he actually throws it to number 23, Hitoshi Ogawa. 2:25 left in the first. Denmark calls a timeout. Is that about transition, or is that more about I need a coach?
Yeah, there's that, because they need to figure out by themselves. And they try to keep the space, especially with Hashimoto on the floor. It brings even more speed so he can cover more spaces. Maybe 2 players at the same time. So they need to come back.
Denmark doesn't have their coach, right? Isn't he ill? He wasn't here?
Yes, he's back home.
It's worth mentioning because they don't have their coach who is there to keep them on game plan, make adjustments to people who are, different things that are happening that Japan throws at them.
Yes, and sometimes when you play, you need to coach at the same time. It's not easy because you cannot pay attention to everything at the same time.
So I think that's Mame, number 5, who inbounded. Skobo still inside. Now we have Jorgensen. In with Peters. Jorgensen, number 3. That was the other clue I should have looked at to say, that's not who I think it is. Hashimoto. He is a beast.
Yeah, we had him last year in Brazilian National Championships. He came here, he won the title. So, yeah, we know that really well.
I got beaten badly by his team at the U.S. Championships. He's a heck of a player.
Yeah.
Fast, hits hard, smart.
Still young.
Very. We got an age on him, 24. 24 years old. So much career in front of him. And we got a player here who's 49.
Another one.
Yeah, they have those 2 experienced high pointers, both Ikes alongside Hashimoto. It's a good mixture for their team.
And it means either of them can get some rest.
Yes.
Right? You see a lot of times the teams that don't have any depth are going to have a lot more trouble. Right? That Brazil's next thing is, if they're going to get better, they're going to need to be able to rest those guys, because I don't care who you are, you get tired at the end of the game and you need some time to be able to get forward. 11-9 our score. Japan with the ball. It'll be Ike passing it ahead to Hashimoto. Counting down that clock. They were counting down to when he should score, I believe, because it wasn't the shot clock and it definitely wasn't the game clock.
Yeah. Trying to score and still have another chance.
There's about 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. So Japan will have at least 10 seconds. They want to score as quick as they can here. Get back on defense. Will Japan use the timeout? They will. Will they advance the ball? Referee's still hanging on to the ball. And he's taking it to the place that he would take it if they were advancing it. So yes, they have chosen to advance to the front court. So we will see Japan attack right beside the penalty box.
We can expect some patience. They try to kill the clock. They maybe score the last second.
Looks like Leesdahl might be coming out for Denmark. I see Mortensen, Leesdahl, number 2, and Kruger out there with Fredrickson. Fredrickson tends to be the center cog in this offense and defense.
Yeah, he's their captain, so yeah.
That too. Although I don't know why that indicator fell off my software, but seems like we're going to have a flag in front of us for the Germany game. EK with the ball. People are starting to scout out their positions for their team's games way in advance. There aren't a lot of bleachers. EK keeps working on Mortensen. Grinding down the clock, Mortensen did not give up. But EK able to score with 0.8. And Denmark isn't going to try it. They're just going to inbound. And we'll call that the quarter. Ends 13-10. Japan in the lead of this match. We'll come back in 3 minutes, and we'll bring you the second quarter.
A Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar, com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Yeah! Amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Lanche de torta de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Welcome back. Second quarter here, Japan versus Denmark at the World Championship in São Paulo, Brazil. Corner open there for Fredriksson. He had to hang on to the ball. Gets it in to Mortensen for the try. Fired up top by Ike. And Ikezaki there to meet it.
Japan with their balanced lineup. With the female adjustment, they can put another ball handler.
Back in the hands of Fredriksson. Uses the pick there by Skobo. Scores the easy try. Liesdahl out there, that long picker because of her leg. She can't bend her knee, apparently. Takes up a lot of the key with that thing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mortensen gives it up to Fredriksson. Popped out by Ikezaki. Try scored. Fredriksson with the try. Around the corner is Ikezaki. He'll make it 19-13. Fredriksson trying to get some space so that he can take that inbound. Mortensen stuck, gives it back. Fredriksson spinning. And he hits Liesdahl. She'll take it across for her first try of the match. Scored 1 or 2 in that game yesterday, we saw.
Yes. This lineup had a good moment yesterday against Great Britain.
Ball knocked out of the hands of Ikezaki. Mortensen there to pick it up. He was a big part of making that turnover happen. And he was able to corral the ball, pass it forward, get it to his teammate. Ikezaki's got Fredriksson's hand in there. Passes it ahead to Kabatani. Tomoshige Kabatani, number 8. One of the nice things about Japanese names written in English is they're kind of written phonetically. So pronouncing them is much easier.
Yeah, yes.
Because they don't, the characters don't translate directly at all.
Yeah, for Portuguese speakers, it's the same. It's good as well.
Right, if you lean on the Spanish vowels, you're going to be okay.
Yes.
Jorgensen not able to pull it in. And Hashimoto makes him pay. Again, lots of line changes in this one. Peters and Jorgensen working together. Fredrickson getting a little rest. Caught there by Mame. Scobo in the corner. Waiting to see it develop so she can steal that space away. Peters comes through the corner. Jorgensen comes in for the hit, tries to get in the middle, can't. He's got to get out. And Peters gets across the line, busts through the pick of Ogawa. Number 2, Hasegawa, holding on to it. I think he was the player of the match yesterday, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Try scored by Ogawa, number 23.
Match that we had here against Germany, yes.
Ball goes out of bounds, and that will be a turnover. Japan will take over up 20-16 with 4:16 left in the second.
Since nobody touched it, the ball, inbound will be at the corner.
Both teams pointing, it was off him, it was off him. Denmark will take over. They're going to say that was off of Japan. Peters finds his way through. Jorgensen trying to make sure Ikizaki doesn't get anywhere near him. Leon Jorgensen also hits like a truck. He played in Vegas for a while. He played for a couple of teams in United States. And I remember the first time I faced him, and like I didn't want to be hit by him. Like I know the chair takes most of the impact, but it's like it just looked like it would hurt. That was many years ago. Peters with the try makes it 21-18. Denmark within 3. Teams equal for the quarter, both having scored 8 tries. Ikizaki knocked out of there. But Peters made the hit, but then he went away. He had to protect from the ball coming in. And it didn't come in the lap, it came in the air. Mame. Peters to Jorgensen. And Peters recovers, gets back into the play, takes that pass, scores the try. Japan looking to extend their lead. Hashimoto scores it. Scobo there for the give and go if they need it. Jorgensen. Shot puts it toward Peters, but he misses him. So that'll be a turnover, and Japan will take over. Timeout called. No substitutions called. Not timeout. Dead ball. They could sub. Japan clears the floor. Ike back out there, number 21. 32, Hashimoto still on the floor. 2 is Hasegawa. And 1 is Wakayama.
A good opportunity to put everyone to play, as they have another tough battle against Great Britain at 5. So yeah, you wanna have everyone fresh, but at the same time already in the tournament.
Referees discussing this one. Technical foul. Why is he going to the box? So I don't know what the technical foul was for. But now we have a player from each team in the box. So it's 3-on-3. Peters will come out here when Hashimoto scores. Peters could have hit Jorgensen, and that would have been okay. So he has to inbound. Jorgensen will stay far enough away that he will give Peters the chance to do a give and go, which is exactly what he does. EK had marked Jorgensen. And Peters makes it around the corner and puts number 20 on the board for Denmark. EK all alone. You get a lot of international players playing in your league?
Here? Yes. This year we're going to have a few. Last year we have...
Is it like one per team, or is there a limit?
Yes. One per team, yeah.
Is there a cost associated with that? I know in the U.S. we charge the team, the league charges the team to bring in an import, like $1,000.
The rule is just he needs to play one tournament before the Nationals Championship.
Oh,
sectional tournament.
So kind of ringer. We call that a ringer, where you just bring a guy in for the playoffs?
Yeah.
How many games do you get as a team in Brazil, league play? Play very many?
This year we have a change. So, I'm sorry?
How many tournaments would you play in?
Tournaments. We have regional and the nationals, so at least 2 tournaments. But
do you have any like club level tournaments that go on?
Yes, we got a few. So last year my team, we played 5 tournaments. This year we played already 2 tournaments, and we are going to play 1 more before nationals. So it's common that the teams can play either 4 tournaments a year.
And when is your championship?
It's end of September, beginning of October.
That's right when we start.
Yeah.
Like our first tournament is the last weekend of September or the first weekend of October. I always play a tournament in October because there's one really close to us. The interesting thing in the U.S. is even though, I'm only playing maybe 4, 5, 6. Well, we play maybe 5 or 6 club tournaments a year plus postseason.
Okay.
But I've played as many as 12 tournaments in a year. There's a tournament almost every weekend from October to March.
Yeah, okay.
Except for the holidays. So
here
we have lots of options.
We can have maybe 1 tournament a month, which is already a good because we had short calendar in the past years. So our season starts
because of
at March.
Hosting the events here, has that shortened your season because people aren't available?
Yes, but it's because of the size of the country. So most of travels needs to be done by plane, which makes it more expensive and more difficult to the teams. But just the national championships is held here. Other tournaments are held around the country.
Mortensen gets that one across the line. That's interesting, you know. And even in the United States, you'll find that some teams are really isolated. They have to fly to play. I live in an area where I can drive within 5 or 6 hours to 5 or 6 teams.
Yeah.
So it's much less expensive to play. The competition is a different level, right? If I want to play against the top competition, I got to fly. But there are lots of opportunities. You can bring different lines, get guys some experience in tournaments that aren't as strong.
Yeah, here we are lucky because in state of São Paulo we have 5 teams. In city of São Paulo, 2 teams. And Campinas, which is 100 kilometers away, 2 more teams. So we can play together more. But in other states we have just 1 team.
Mortensen stuck, gets it over to Fredrickson, but not across the line. He gets it across to Liesdahl. (26-21), Japan still leading. Fredrickson looking for a hole. Liesdahl's trying to get the corner for him, but he's gone. Looking at that other corner, knocks EK across the line. Oh, no, it was just his caster, but Fredrickson did score. And Japan calls timeout. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting started in the season. I was hoping that summer would be training season for me, but I had a couple of issues and I had this catalyst every day. On a weekday, my son has to be at the bus stop by 6:30. So I get up at 6, I get him out of the house, I take him to the bus stop. I'm already in the car and I'm dressed. So I go to the gym. And I was doing that 3 days a week, sometimes 4 days a week. And this summer he stopped going to school and I stopped going to the gym. So now I got to get myself back into shape.
So need to back to the school soon.
Yeah, as soon as he goes back to school on Monday.
Nice.
By the way, you have beautiful winters down here.
Yeah. It's 30 degrees outside.
EK, 30 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
At my house, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter. Hashimoto finally gets it. EK was looking for him. Over the top to the giant, number 21, EK. Hasegawa getting a lot of play time again today.
Japan has shown good clock management as they led just 0.8 in the first quarter, now just 1.9. Denmark can score, but it's a bit difficult.
This is better though. 0.8 seconds is not enough time to make a push on your wheels. 1.9, if the ball comes into the right place so that you can just drop your hands, yes. Or if you're already moving, you've got a second and a half to get across the line when the ball touches your hands and you pull it into your lap. They still have to throw it into the key though. I don't think they can do anything else unless they can do a relay where a guy sits out the top and it fires a pass and he touch passes it to the guy in the key. Yeah. I could see that happening, but you won't see many teams try it because it's too easy to break up. Nobody inside there. Oh, looks like Mame is, but Mame is not close enough to the line to do anything with it. Still Denmark's ball, now 0.4 seconds. And Jorgensen calling to inbound because he's trapped. Mame went for it, but Jorgensen says, no, that's mine. Oh, and Fredrickson trapped by Ike and Ikezaki. Those are some tall players. Hits the head of Ike. He went for Mame because he was not double teamed by the tallest players. But no score there. 27-20 is our score at half. Japan leads. We'll be back in 10 minutes with the second half of this game.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje?
Hoje é dia!
Aposte nas Loterias Caixa! Nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. É chance todo dia!
Aposte com responsa.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar, com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa pra ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Essas pestes impaláveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Lança de torta de chantilly!
Mas o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso? Não!
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, We support those shaping the game. To keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje?
Hoje é dia!
Nas Loterias Caixa, nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site, é chance todo dia.
Aposte com responsa.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Lanche de torta de chantilly!
Mas o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game. To keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Getting ready to start the third quarter here. Japan leads Denmark 27-22. We are in São Paulo, Brazil for the World Championship of Wheelchair Rugby. 12 countries, 1 gold medal, well, per player on the winning team. I have lost my internet connection, but that was EK with that. Pass. Jorgensen up to Peters. Bounce pass gets away. Intercepted by Japan. Ikezaki able to take it out of the hands of 14 Nakamachi. Ikezaki gets the try, 29-22. Scobo with the give and go. Mame gives it up. Ike just so tall. Passing over him when he's in your face is just not a good idea. You have better luck if you were to do a bounce pass underneath his arm. Jorgensen twisting, turning, waiting for his opportunity. Doesn't have it, throws it away again. Denmark really struggling as we start the second quarter. Japan. Oh, he didn't need to pass that. I'm not sure why he did, because they'd have had 4 unanswered tries to start this quarter if they hadn't thrown that one away.
Yeah, but Japan have done really good job preventing Denmark to have an option deep, so they can full press the ball.
I mean, they forced Denmark to use a timeout 1 minute into the half.
Yes.
That's a big thing. You only have 3. We see how they're used at the end to try and score a goal with a short amount of time, a try. I think that's the first time I've said goal in 3 tournaments. It used to be so hard to adapt to saying try, and now it just kind of comes naturally most of the time.
Yes.
Still have to think a little bit about it, but
sometimes you say go, but it happens.
So out they come. Asagawa, number 2, sets up in the corner. Mame with her. Scobo will inbound. Mame punched out of bounds by Ike. He was in a rough position to start. That wasn't a big challenge for Ike.
And they had the low pointer inbounding it, less range.
Quick turnover. Every Denmark player's number is single digits except for 10 and 11. And they only have numbers up to 11, which is unusual. A lot of times, teams will have double-digit numbers, 44, 22, 33. Japan has a couple of 50s, 51, 52. Try scored, timeout. Denmark once again.
They're gonna sub.
Yeah, I think they figured out that line's not working. They don't have a coach. Their coach is out on medical. We hope he's doing well. Thor Johansson. He played for Denmark for a long time. He's a great guy too. Hope he's doing okay. So both teams are just kind of waiting out the minute at this point. As are we. Denmark only brought 8 players to this tournament. So it's pretty easy to get all 4 players in when you only have 2 lines. And you really do have 2 lines. because they can run the other 4 players all together and make 8.5 with the adjustment. They can run a legal line that fills up their capacity. Leesdahl stuck there in the key, tried to create some space. Fredrickson can't get in, but Peters is there to take the ball from him. EK gets by Leesdahl. Fredrickson can make him pass. This time he hits Ikezaki.
Pass more carefully.
Well, that time he was forced. No, he wasn't forced to pass, but he was encouraged to pass by the defense of Fredrickson. The other time, I don't think he had any. The pressure that was in front of him was not going to stop him. He should have just hung on to it. Peters double teamed by both highs, which means Fredrickson's going to be available. If you can draw both the other team's high pointers on a high-low, you know your next ball handler is not in trouble. Peters makes the hit, but does not stop Ikezaki from escape. That sounded like a flat tire.
Yes.
Is it on the court, though? I see the Japanese equipment guy getting a wheel. He knows who it is. It is 51. Suzuki. Suzuki and Kusaba in there with Ikezaki and EK. Pass up to Peters. He didn't even look for it. It was already on the way. Fredrickson is another guy that, you know, I've really enjoyed watching the development.
Yes.
Right, at first he was just freaky fast, but very much learning the game.
No, he's using it wisely.
Got a lot of function. He's running this offense. And he gets most of the minutes. He's the last person they'll sub. It'll be Ikezaki with the try.
Number 7, Ikezaki Song.
35-25. Thought I'd see more of Hashimoto.
Yeah.
In the second half. Right, he doesn't have the experience that these other players have. Oh, here he comes. They must have heard me say that. I have big influence over the Japanese coach.
We're in touch with Japanese bench.
It's my chi. And another tire goes. This one's Peters. Credit number 11, Kusaba, for making the Danish equipment guy go to work. He will change the wheel, and then he will go back and take out that tube and replace it with a fresh one. If you want to understand the disparity of funding in rugby, just look at the way teams use tubes. In the United States, I don't know that people patch tubes. I don't see it very often. But then when I go to Colombia, and I see them patching a tube that's already got 27 patches on it,
yes.
I will go and ask them if I can give them a tube and allow me to cut that one up that they have that they're still patching. Because but it just shows you how much you take for granted something so simple as a tube.
Yeah, but we do that a lot here too, to save the tubes.
Sure. It's wasteful to throw it out. You can patch it. When I was a kid, we patched tubes all the time. You know, patching it and putting it right back in a tire, right? The glue's got to set, etc. You got to rough it up. It's a pain. If you know how to do it, it works well. Every time I try to do it, I fail. So I stopped trying to do it. They were so focused on Peters that Fredrickson went in. He had half the key to himself, and he did not have to work through it. But there are a lot, you know, it's not a one country comparison or anything. It's just some of these programs, they have the funding to travel and to buy chairs for their players and equipment for their players, and in some places they don't. And what they can't afford, you got to squeeze every bit out of it you can.
Now it's more common at club level.
I'm super fortunate in that my insurance covers my chairs. So when I get a new chair, I donate it to a program that doesn't have that fortune. I've donated chairs to South America. I've donated them around our league. My team has a couple of my chairs. I've been playing a long time. I've gone through a lot of chairs. And, you know, the chairs change a little bit every time. And they don't fit everybody, right? They're made for you. But still, to have a chair that's got a lot of life left in it, and that's designed for rugby, is better than some of the hand-me-downs that get passed around. So, you know, you get the best out of what you can out of what you've got. And really, a lot of the teams, we need to figure out ways that we can support the programs around the world that don't have the good fortune of some of the other countries.
Yeah.
And that, I think that, you know, donating things, chairs and tubes and tires and axles and gloves and tape. I always, whenever I travel internationally to play in a tournament, I try to bring stuff.
It's a lot
because
of
somebody will say, "Can I buy a pair of gloves off you?" I'm like,
yeah.
You don't have to buy a pair of gloves off me. They're $4. Here, take 3 or 4 or 5 of them. And they'll last them a long time. Hashimoto brings it up court and passes it off to Nakamachi. Fredrickson pastored by Hashimoto. Kruger gets rid of him. Leesdahl trying to get out of her lap. And we have a foul. Fredrickson holding his hands up. It's not me. I didn't do anything. Fredrickson being patient. Nakamachi in the box. Asagawa back on the floor. Play a lot of minutes. Like I said, one player of the match in the last one we watched with Japan. The last one we called. Hashimoto once again. Running with a pair of deuces. It's a much more balanced line for Japan than their usual high-low.
Yeah, another different lineup. So if Hashimoto has trouble.
Still putting the press on pretty hard. Pass a little bit behind Fredrickson, but Japan touched it last. Oh, they did not touch it last. They said it's Japan's ball.
So they still can have good matchups against the mid-pointers or low-pointers of Denmark.
Hashimoto will take it up court. Fredrickson in his way. Kruger reaching in from behind. Ball is up to Kabatani. And the pass gets to Nakamachi, but not able to score on his own. Gives it to Hashimoto. Mortensen. Cross half. Gives it up to Peterson. Fredrickson. Sorry. I got Peters and Fredrickson kind of combined there, didn't I? Fredrickson has played in the U.S. too. I know he played for Phoenix for a little while. The Heat. Down there in the heat of Arizona. Pass got away from him. It was Kruger got a hand on it, and that's why it was misdirected, so they're going to say it was off him. Japan will keep it. Nakamachi getting a wheel change, while Denmark works to hold Hashimoto. Hashimoto is stuck in between two chairs, two low point chairs. Oh no, that was Mortensen. I didn't know it wasn't a low point. I guess if I had seen Leesdahl up here, I would have known that it wasn't two low pointers. We don't see many lines with three low point chairs. Mortensen. Leesdahl has it. She passes it ahead to Kruger. Intercepted by Hashimoto. Hashimoto is playing great today. 18 seconds left. He looked at the clock. He knows that there's no shot clock. He's going to try and grind this one down. Right now, Fredrickson, the only one between him and the try line, but he doesn't want to score yet. He's got 6 seconds. Passes it ahead. Try scored with 3 remaining. Will Denmark use a timeout? They only have 1 left. I don't know that they will. They will not. So Mortensen will just sit on it, and that's how we'll end the third. 43-30, Japan in the lead. We will come back in 3 minutes and finish this one up with the 4th quarter.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje?
Hoje é dia!
Aposte nas loterias Caixa! Nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. É chance todo dia!
Aposte com responsa.
Para amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Lanche de torta de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion.
All right, the fourth quarter starts with a Denmark try. That's Jorgensen, number 3. So we're having a debate about the player of the match. So many candidates, so many players on the floor. Some games it's just, there's no question. And sometimes it's a conversation. You make your case for the guy that you think deserves it, and the chips fall where they may. Anyway, we got wrapped up in it, so Peters trying to get off EK. And I see equipment, it's Jorgensen.
Yeah, we could tell a lot of players have good minutes this morning.
Yeah, Hasegawa has a great case for winning again.
Yes.
He's been in the match
trophies.
a lot. He's making plays out there. You know, who has the most minutes out there shouldn't be the determination of the player of the match. That's a coaching decision, right?
Yes. We need to evaluate the impact that they do when they are out there.
But usually when you see a guy getting a lot of minutes, it's because he's playing well.
Yeah.
Either that or they just can't live without him. Jorgensen. Hashimoto still out there fighting the fight. 52 Nishimura with the try. Peters switch back, gets it over the top to Mame. So Fredrickson getting a little rest here. Scobo, however, plays a lot of minutes for this team. Not as many today as we saw yesterday, but she's still getting a lot of minutes.
Yes, yes.
I mean, she is the only 0.5, and with the adjustment, she's effectively no points on the floor, so they can put 8 other points out there. So of course she's getting time. Sorry, 8.5 points. She doesn't get a whole point because she's only a 0.5. Can you tell I'm not a big fan of that? Peters gets it in the corner after a little bit of volleyball touch passes there between he and Jorgensen. Intercepted by Peters. Pass Too short. Headed at Hashimoto. There's nothing he could have done there. The pass was just too low. And Peters' arms too long. Oh, and the foul called. Jorgensen did not want. He wanted the jump. Official right there to make the call. Japan with some subs in the box. Jorgensen being trapped in the penalty box. Peters clears it out, but now Peters is trapped in there too. Someone is going to have to call inbound because they're both trapped. I would have made it Peters. Jorgensen could have followed him out. Quick give and go to Scobo, knocked down by Hashimoto. And substitutions. Ikizaki comes off. Kurahashi. We'll see Nakamachi again. Sticking with Hashimoto, though. That is 23, not 32. 32 is Hashimoto. Ogawa, 23 out there. 52 makes the score. Nishimura. Ball knocked down. Trying to save it is Hashimoto, but it hit his own wheel. So Denmark will take over. 48-36 our score. 5:03 left in the game. As Mame gets it to Scobo and over the top after the give and go. Peters makes a turn at the line. A little dangerous as he slides across that line. Over and back territory. Mame gets the try for Denmark. 48-37 our score.
Both high pointers draw all the attention of the defense, given the space.
8 seconds. Scores. So that pass went great. Hashimoto was the only one who's going to get to it, even though he had a lot of pressure from behind. But it took too long to get to him. You only have 8 seconds from the time the referee blows the whistle on that sideline. Whistle blow. Play start. Intercepted, so turnover becomes a turnover. And Japan will score. Nishimura. Nishimura 2-5. But she also brings with her an extra point allowance. So Japan running with 9. Peters met at the line but gets by. Jorgensen getting hit from behind. He didn't right his chair. He just dumped the ball back. Peters was lucky to end up with it there. I get it. He was getting pushed toward that line. He was worried about it. He felt like he needed to get it out of there because he couldn't stop the pressure. But the pressure actually had backed off and he didn't know it.
Yeah.
Our headbanded heroes on Denmark's team. I just was trying to look for some alliterative term. Mortensen and Kruger there to meet their teammates as they come in for the timeout. Japan does not appear to be making any substitutions during this timeout.
try to give the players the minutes that they want or they need to show something for the rest of the tournament. And both teams still have games to play today.
It's good to get those reps in too. You never know when you're going to get called upon. Mame. Long pass. Gets it to Jorgensen, but he couldn't pull it down. Picked up by Nishimura, who gets it. Nakamachi passes it away to Hashimoto. Now Japan will run a play. Attacking the key. Well done. He just kind of worked his way toward the key. Ogawa went and took away the corner. And Mortensen was not able to defend. Intercepted by Japan. Another one for Nishimura. I think if she'd played more, she could start making an argument for player of the match.
Yes.
She's had some defensive plays. She's had some offensive plays. She's about to push Jorgensen off the court. Mortensen gets a little help. 15 left on the shot clock. Guess you can see that this time. Mortensen gets the try, making it 52-39. 2:37 remaining in the game here in Sao Paulo. Quite a bit of speed there too from Nishimura. She is only 23 years old, so she's got a lot of rugby left in her.
Yes, a lot of potential.
Hopefully.
A lot of potential for this lineup.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of midpoint lines. Mame thought that he had created a situation by putting Nishimura across the line, but the referee was right there and said, no, sir. Jorgensen needs to get around the outside. Oh, he finds Mortensen in the close corner. 53-40 with a minute 52 remaining. Hashimoto, nobody's going to stop this one. He put down a couple pushes and saw no one was going to be anywhere near him, and he just let it coast the rest of the way. So Japan uses a timeout. This is not a ball advancing kind of timeout because there's a minute 44 left. You can't do that till 1 minute, the final minute.
I think they're doing that to sub.
Yes, absolutely. Hashimoto has a towel. He's probably done. Ikezaki is on the floor. He's calling some people out. He's trying to get in there to get something before he goes on the floor. Water or tape. Some sticky. He's getting some pine tar on his gloves. So Ikezaki goes out there with Nishimura. Mortensen. Back to Jorgensen. Makes a gratuitous hit. Passes it over to Mame, and he gets it across the line.
Now Japan brings a line who has good speed on every position because their low pointer is a 1-5. You already saw Nishimura with good speed as Nakamashi. And of course, Ikizaki.
Of course. Nakamachi playing defense on Mortensen. Thrown ahead to Kruger. Kruger knows he won't score it. Turns to face the defense, takes it head on. And Jorgensen up on end. It's a Japanese player on the floor. I'm going to say it's Kusaba. Does that look right, number 11?
Yep.
I think I see everybody else accounted for. 52, 14, 7, yeah. Mame gets it in to Mortensen. Mortensen, number 4, working on the key of Japan. Passes it ahead to Jorgensen, who has a big chunk of corner. Down. Nishimura gets it to Ikizaki. And she ends up getting it right back. Oh, she's got to get there before she crosses the line. Jorgensen's going to make sure that doesn't happen. So it'll be white ball. Denmark will take it on the sideline. 55-42, 49 seconds left. They could use a timeout here and advance the ball if they wanted to, but I don't think they want to. They should get another possession anyway. Equipment called. Axel has popped out of the wheel for Mortensen. It's really sticking out. A lot of times you see those things, they're just out a little bit, and so the wheel gets away from your chair and you can't push without it spinning. But that thing was 3/4 the way out at least. I mean, you could see it sticking out of there like a nail. I'll get no more irreverent than that. Mame passes it up to Jorgensen. And with 29.4 seconds left, Denmark hits the 43 try mark. Again, with the wheels, Nishimura. Well, they should have played her some earlier. We could have talked about her in that conversation, eh? She's quite a player.
Yes.
And again, young, right? Lots of good rugby ahead. Her best rugby ahead. Mortensen is in trouble. Great play. She got in there. She almost put him out of bounds, but she also kept him in a position where he had no place to go. Tried to made the pass hard. Ball's loose. Turnover. Last touched by Denmark. 0.5 seconds left. Japan will just inbound, and we'll call it a day here on this match. Japan defeats Denmark 56-43.
Yeah, we saw Japan showing their strength again. Despite Denmark put a good fight, at least at the beginning of the game, but they were able to run everyone on both sides and get those teams better for the rest of the tournament. We see what they can do in their afternoon games.
Pena, this is a tough schedule for Denmark. They don't have a whole lot of winnable games other than Colombia in front of them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they got crossovers. They only have one game left. That's Colombia. Do they play tomorrow? They have to play tomorrow. They play Germany.
Yeah, they play Germany.
That's a winnable game.
Yes.
It's hard to start off 0-3.
Yeah. But at least they have someone ready. They had opportunity to give good minutes to everyone. So they know they need to push hard and go with all they have against Colombia and Germany and try to secure their spot in the crossover phase.
The Colombia-France score is backward. I was going to say Colombia has 3 losses as well, but it says they're 1-2, which is not wrong. It's not right. France and Colombia score is backward.
Yes.
If you're looking on my score sheet, my schedule, so.
Yeah, it was 51-42 France. Yes.
So we will see the player of the match in just a moment.
Japa is already waiting for him or her.
Japan likes to take a tour of the court, go out there and kind of do a team thing after a match. Fortunately, Japa speaks a little Japanese. They like to celebrate their fans. There aren't that many of them here. Japan is a long ways away.
When we were there in 2024, it was 36-hour trip. 10 hours to Paris, 10-hour connection, and 14 hours to Tokyo.
Wow, 10-hour, you had to wait 10 hours?
Yes.
When we went to New Zealand,
we brought some we inflate some mattresses so we could lay down the players to wait until our flight was ready to go.
When we went to New Zealand, we went through Los Angeles. So it was a 5-hour trip to Los Angeles, a 3-hour layover, and then I don't remember a really long trip to New Zealand, but it ended up being like a 24-hour travel day. So here we go. Player of the match hopefully is coming over to Japa, and here he is, number 32, Hashimoto.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
We'll go down to Japa and let him interview.
I'm here with the player of the match, Katsuya Hashimoto. おめでとうございます。試合だった。この場所懐かしいですか？
約1年ぶりにこの場所でプレーできてとても光栄に思います。その中でこういう賞をいただけたことはすごく光栄だ。
It's really pressure and an honor to be back here for a years. I'm really happy and it's really an honor to get the award today. So thank you very much.
Eu perguntei para ele como foi a partida e se ele sente saudade desse lugar que ele esteve aqui ano passado. Ele falou que é muito bom ele estar de volta aqui e o trabalho em equipe foi muito bom e acho que foi isso, né? Muito obrigado, de volta para você, Aranha e Dave.
All right, that is it here for that match. We will move on. The next match on this court will be Australia. We'll take on the Netherlands, and that again is in half an hour. Oh no, I take that back. Are we at lunch break? We are at lunch break. So that game will be at 3:30. So come back and join us for that game. Should be